Good night, everyone, and welcome to the technical video update for today, Tuesday, July the 5th. Guys, we're going to start with the euro this time around. All right. The euro today did one important thing. He broke 144.33 to the downside. So that give you that took away the scenario when the euro is going to go higher. So all we know for now is that the euro is going to drop minimum around 143.40 in 3 weeks before busting higher. Now, we have two scenarios. The first one, which is the principal, is the triangle. We got A, a B, a C, a D, and then a E right here and higher. Second scenario, A flat B, and then we got right here, this can become also as a 3-way move, and then we got a B, and then the euro is going to start dropping lower. That scenario is well supported by the US dollar, the euro index. The triangle is supported by the S&P and by oil. Why oil? Because oil, as we're going to cover later on, is just ending wave 5, and tomorrow should be a day when the US dollar should trade higher in the C wave or a proposal bigger scenario. This is the one that I've been mentioning, which is the one that's going to take the euro to 138. So it's either this one, the euro to 138, which is bullish too, and it's the triangle. Which one is supporting the triangle? The S&P with the proposal triangle, or oil that is ending wave 1 and is to trade lower tomorrow and do like a 3 ways instead of the biggest move or a biggest move in favor of the dollar. What is supporting this move? The dollar, the euro index. Let me show you this is the euro index. To the difference that, in difference to that, than the euro index what have done is, let me take some things right here so you guys can see it better. The euro index, what it did was, what it looks to be until here, same scenario as the euro, when you can call it a flat B cannot be. So it's a 3 ways here, A, B, and C. So that's telling me that the euro index should trade like this. It should trade lower in a proposal way C to around that we covered the other day, to around the 618% retracement, but still is bullish euro. This scenario is the one that is taking the euro to 138, because there is no triangle in the euro index. There is triangle in the dollar index, no triangle in the euro index. So the message is, guys, there is nothing wrong to sell the euro against this high. We already have an order in place, because Elliott Wave edging the next big move or mid-term move in the euro is to the downside. They're taking a 143.38. It makes that 144.33. It makes that possible. Now let me put a candle. Let me show you something. You see this decline? It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Many, and I'm gonna show you. I want to show you in the 4 hours right here, so you guys, ideally, and for me to be more comfortable, the euro is gonna drop here, and then from here it's gonna make the recovery, and I can see 5 clear way. But remember, do not need to be a 5 clear way. Now let's go to the euro in an hour. In an hour, this is what we see on the euro. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, a 2, and this is the one that calling for the 5 ways move completed, and then it goes like this. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. This is like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a flat 4, a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 and 5 right here, ending diagonal, and then a 4 and a 5. What I like, it was pretty good fibber wise. What I don't like is the idea that the wave 3 do not reach at least the 618. All it reach is the 1.236. Now, which one is the alternative? The alternative 1, 2, 3 ending here, and then returning for around this, the current levels, look, which is the 3802, going lower from here in the 5th wave. That's gonna make my life a lot comfortable. If we take the RSI, look, there is no divergence, so the 5th wave scenario is very possible. Another way, so far it's a 3-way, guys. Another way, but I want to show you guys this so you guys see it. There is no difference at all between one or the other, but I think that the 4-way is the one that it can take place. Another thing, this is a 3-way here, and if it's a 3-way, you don't need, guys, you do not need 5 ways. If you're expecting a C-way move, all you need is ABCW, ABC, S, and then you need 3 more waves. And that's, if you see that these things go higher and then lower, that's telling you it's the triangle. Now, around the market, let's start with the dollar CAD. Let me go on the 15-minute chart right here, and this is how we see the correction from the lows. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C, which is W, A, B, C, S. Why S? Because if you take a look right here, this correction is related to this whole move. And then you got A, B, and we're expecting a strong dollar. That strong dollar is the one that can take the euro into the 5th wave. Alright? Now, let me take a look on the 4-hour dollar CAD. In the 4-hour dollar CAD, I've been telling James today that I don't see right here a big enough correction in the dollar CAD to call it very nice at 4 ways. Now this is possible. Now the level that it can happen is around 96.47, and then another low right here is gonna make also a pretty nice short setup to the upside. But well, we need to wait. It looks like it's gonna test minimum 96.47 and before, and then that dollar strength can take the euro to a new low below 143.95. Let me keep going. Let me see what it's worth. Dimensions on the out day. I'll see the pounds. We keep the same bias. We see a lot of 3 ways, and then a lot of 3 ways. A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C, Y, S, A, B, C. This is C, I'm sorry. And then that should down, and then it's gonna be a dollar strength right here. This can be the S way also on the euro. Now, S&P today didn't move too much. It didn't move too much, the S&P. So I'm expecting lower oil and lower S&P tomorrow. Now let's take a look at the dollar index and also at oil to end the video. Okay guys, now let's start with the dollar right here. This is the US dollar index of the 8-hour chart. As you guys see, the triangle is very visible right there, and then it looks like we are ready. It should do this, So we still expect another leg or minimum or US dollar strength with a possible scenario when the US dollar strength can get some legs in the euro can trade lower to 138. Now, this is the index, all right? Let's put the S&P on top of the index right now. Now you're gonna see the S&P triangle here, and then what the S&P needs to do now is we got A, B, C, D. S&P needs to trade lower and higher. Now you see that this S&P structure, which is the blue one, is supporting the triangular scenario in the dollar. Now let's take the dollar out and let's put the euro then. You see, same triangle. Same triangle supported. Let me put that down. The S&P. You see, A, B, C, D, E. You see, it's very well defined. And then right here, the difference is that with the S&P, both of them, and the euro, both of them, look how it follow the S&P. Both of them, they're gonna bust higher. That's why the euro to 118 to 138 is less likable. Now, let's take a look at the dollar in this stage right here that is recovering. One second. Okay, and let's take a look at the recovery in the US dollar. The recovery in the US dollar looks like it did 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then after 5, what you need is you need 3 ways back. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So which level you should find support in the dollar? You should find support in the dollar around 74.42 or even 74.35 before the dollar start trading higher. Now finally, let's take a look at oil. And oil today ended a 5-wave move to the upside right here. A well-defined 5-wave move to end, to prove that the trend is to the outside and to prove that oil is gonna go higher to around 129. Let me show you a small time frame here. You're gonna see it's a well-defined 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the 4. You're gonna see the retracement to the 3802 right there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So what's gonna happen tomorrow? Oil should trade lower, and then because oil should trade lower, that means that the S&P should trade lower too, right guys? So that having said that, what we're expecting for tomorrow, we're expecting a lower S&P, we're expecting a lower oil, we're expecting a higher dollar, and we're expecting a higher yen in some degrees for tomorrow, guys. Okay, guys. So with that said, leave it there. I'll get back to you guys tomorrow.